Hey guys, Keaton here from TechSmart. So the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is truly the talk of the town right now. Definitely not my town, as people here still think the iPhone 3G is popular, and to be honest, that phone was cool at the time, but definitely not right now. So the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is alleged to be launching on September 4th, 2013. We can kind of go ahead and confirm that as the word Note is in the press invite itself. So the event will be launching in Berlin, Germany, but there will be a live stream in New York City. We'll be out in New York City covering the phone live for you, and we'll have hands-on demos and all crazy fun tests that you can stay tuned on the channel and go ahead and watch. So what can we truly expect from the Samsung Galaxy Note 3? It's a great question, and one thing I really want to emphasize here is size truly matters. I don't think this phone is going to be the biggest on the market, but I definitely do not think it'll be the smallest phone on the market. Well, keep in mind 3.7 inches is kind of the low end, so I think we could see upper 5 inches, maybe even the 6-inch mark. It's going to be the first of firsts, and if it's good enough, I'll be calling it my daily driver. So what can we expect from the Samsung Galaxy Note 3? Let's go ahead and take a look. So one thing I really want to emphasize here is size is everything. If Samsung doesn't produce the correct size for a phone like this, it could be the demise of the whole Note series. I know that's really hard to say and it's kind of hard to actually see, but trust me, it really can be. We have the Ascenmate 2 coming in at 6.2 inches. We have the LG G2 coming in at 5.2 inches. So I think Samsung's going to time it right here. But in terms of size, I think we can see a 5.7 inch to 6-inch display. Obviously, it'll be 1080p. It's going to be interesting to see the PPI on this because you're going to need a big battery to power a big screen like this, but it's going to look marvelous in all honesty. So I think we'll probably be seeing a 5.7, 5.9 inch, or a 6-inch display. I can't see him pulling a 5.8 inch. Just even numbers, Samsung, nah, I can't really see it. So in terms of processing power here, I think we're going to see a 2+ gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 800 CPU. Now, this is for the United States version. For the, of course, international version, we'll see the Exynos 5 Octa CPU packing 8 cores. It was an absolute beast on the S4, so processing power won't be too bad. Now, to give a little bit of a comparison here, the G2 is about 2.26 gigahertz, so I think we'll either see a 2.1 up to 2.3 gigahertz, really giving you the maximum amount of computing power on a phone. So in terms of RAM here, and this is one of the firsts on a phone, I think we'll see 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now, this will be able to get your task done. I assure you of that. Your applications won't stand a chance against a phone like this because it'll just be able to flip-flop and do everything you want on a phone as good as this. So in terms of software here, Android 4.3 was just released. I definitely think we'll be seeing that on the Note 3, followed by the good old TouchWiz skin. Hopefully there's a Google edition, and I could kind of bank on that as most flagships like to mosey on over to the Google Play Store. So camera here, I think we're going to see a 13 megapixel rear camera, maybe a 2.1 up to 2.5 front facing camera. It's going to look marvelous, and hopefully they do some fun little theater act in Berlin, as I really had to go through that performance. It was good, but seeing little Johnny tap, it just kind of put me over the edge a little bit. So in terms of packing all the screen and goodness and everything, I think we're going to see about a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. This will be able to get you whatever you need on the Note 3. Keep in mind, if they do a screen as big as they have, they've incremented it up to 0.2 inches every single iteration of the Note. I think we're going to definitely see a 4,000 milliamp plus battery to go ahead and pack all those pixels in there and keep the screen looking absolutely marvelous for you. So finally here, I think we're going to see 4G LTE, as that is not a question in hell. We're definitely going to be seeing that, and this is going to be released right before IFA in Berlin, Germany. So it's perfect. We're going to be seeing a lot of great phones there, but this is what we'll see on the Note 3. So now moseying over to the fun side of the phone, I think they're going to do some fun thing with the whole debut of the phone. I liked how they did it with the S4 secretly. I thought it was a good way to introduce it versus just saying all the specifications and actually giving someone a show. Hence it was Radio City Music Hall. So in terms of colors here, I think we're going to see 4 colors at launch. We'll see blue, red, black, and white. That would be awesome, as I want a little bit more pep in the color section. It's great to have black and white, but to be able to give consumers right off the bat 4 colors to choose from, that's great, and then you can go ahead and roll out different ones. Or you could go the route with releasing 18 different colors, maybe even 2 wood backings, and just having consumers really customize the crap out of the phone. Obviously, we're going to see it on the 4 major United States carriers: T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T. But in the past, the Note has been kind of exclusive to AT&T, at least with the first generation Note. So I'd love to see it all coming to the United States carriers at one time. I don't know how it's going to work out, as there's some exclusivity deals, but that would just be great to have all, carriers and their customers rocking the Note 3. As a consumer, I would hate to wait on a network that gets the phone maybe 1 or 2 months later. I mean, it's not fair. So If you're on AT&T or some of the carriers that always are getting the phones first, you're in luck. You don't have anything to worry about. But I truly do hope the Note 3 comes out on all the carriers at once. So just as a final note here, some of the crazy tests we'll be doing once we have the phone in our hands in New York City is we're going to be doing a jean/pocket test. I really want to know how big phones can get before they start to really not being able to fit in your pocket. It's something people have addressed, but I don't know how many have actually taken it into consideration and actually tried it out for themselves live on video. So that's just one of the fun little tests we'll be doing. Obviously, we'll have our hands-on video coverage, etc. like that, but it's just going to be kind of cool to see how the phone could hold up with modern pants. Will, Denim and other pant companies have to reinvent their pockets on their pants to accommodate big phones like this that fall into the phablet range? It's a good question, but I think it's a little bit too far in the future to go ahead and say something like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on what to expect with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel out a lot and lets me know that you want all these cool, crazy tests that we'll be doing live in New York City for you on the 4th. Let me know what you have to say in the comment section down below, as this is truly a big bad phone for you, and I'm really excited to see what kind of first it really features, how the Snapdragon 800 CPU really holds up with a gorgeous display that it'll tout. Also, last thing here, we'll be doing tons of giveaways for the remainder of August. A lot of people are like, Keaton, I want one of your shirts. Yeah, that's how you guys sound like. And we'll be going and giving away a bunch of shirts, a few tablets, a few phones, so go ahead and keep it locked to the channel. So we'll be releasing some of these cool giveaways on my social media. Again, you can go and follow the links right below the like button on this video, as I will not be posting some of them to YouTube, so they're going to be strictly social media exclusive. So thank you guys once again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.